All praises to the Most High. We're here today. My name is Labraim. I represent the Brooklyn Gate of HODC, New York. Kwam Yashala, Kwam Yashala. My readers for tonight is, a lot of people may not understand what it might mean. A lot of people may not understand what it might mean, but I want you to get the definition of lust. So in the dictionary, Webster's New World Dictionary, that's what everybody's going by now. Lust, pleasure, delight, appetite, akin to pleasure, base, to be eager, lasciviousness, wanton, sexual sense, in rendering vulgarity, capriciousness. In 1 John, we'll read that later. 1 John 2:6 says, lust of the flesh, a desire to gratify the senses, bodily appetite, which is carnal, sexual desire, excessive sexual desire, as seeking unrestrained gratification, overmastering desire, lust for power, we'll get into that too, intense enthusiasm, zest, a pleasure, inclination to feel an intense desire, sexual desire, often with others. Okay, now reading that, that's also a sin, and we know that's a sin. But I'm gonna go to lustful. Okay. Lustful is adjective, filled with or characterized by lust, archaic, lusty, vigorous. Okay, that's the definition of lust. And I'm sure if you went into an encyclopedia other than a dictionary, it would have more meaning. But for all intent and purposes, we're going to keep it, we're going to deal with the spiritual level, the spiritual aspects of lust. Brother Zach, the first scripture you go to is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 6.
Read.
I like to start with that scripture so we can get brothers and sisters in the frame of mind of where we're going, trying to stay spiritual. Come on.
Read that book of Revelation chapter 3, verse 6. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches.
Could you read that again, please?
He that hath an ear.
Now, the ear is still like your heart and your mind. The ear is spirit, your spiritual ear, which is understanding. If you have understanding, listen to what Hamashiach Yahushai, who y'all call Jesus Christ, listen to them. Listen to what he says. Come on.
Let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches.
Now we are the churches. The church is not a building. Ever since our church was, our temple was destroyed and we were kicked out of Israel in 70 AD, and also when the final destruction in 137 AD, when there was no more remembrance that black people lived in Israel, we are the church now. Yahushua said that. So go, since we're dealing with on the spiritual realm right now, let's go to Ephesians 6 and 12. Because remember, everybody you see outside is dealing with a spirit or spirits, according to how they carry themselves. Now, you know, everyone on earth that's living and breathing is a role model. Everyone is a role model, whether they're good or bad. A serial killer role model is another serial killer. A rapist role model is another rapist. Murderer, such a righteous person role model is a righteous person. And we try to build our lives with love, brotherhood, sisterhood, and try to fragment our life as Yahushua did and as he taught us. He left blueprints. It's not basic instructions before we leave earth. No, these are instructions to live forever. Read what you got.
Read the book of Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
Now let's say that again, because flesh and blood is carnal. That's carnal. Come on.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities.
Against principalities. And those, you got principalities, you got thrones, you got all of these things that we don't really know the meaning of, or you don't know the meaning of as being a regular Christian or a person that doesn't respect the Bible, or a person that thinks the Bible is just a book. We got all kind of things out there in this spiritual world, seen and not seen. Continue.
Against powers.
Against what?
Against powers.
Against powers, strong powers. Y'all know sometimes you feel strange, something comes up upon you and you don't know what it is. Those are spiritual powers, whether it's good or whether it's bad. Go ahead.
Against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Now, the head honcho ruling this world is who we call Shaitan. You all say the devil, Satan. But through all nations, like my brother Ben so eloquently put it on his classes, through all men, nations, Satan has a plan, an agent that sort of instructs them on what to do. And then you got the powers under them that carries it out. And then you got the people such as us that has to get what they're giving us and accept it if you don't know better. That's why you think there's the 1%, what we call the rich oligarchy families. There's the 1%, the plutocrats, all of these 1%, and then you got the middle class, which is supposed to be us, and then you got the poor. There's no middle ground. There's not really a middle class anymore. It's just that the people that his cousin with a gun, that's spiritual. They might say, oh, it was a mistake, but it was spiritual. And guess what? Let's continue to stop thinking that bad things happen to people just because. No, the Most High is the ruler of the earth. He's the ruler of mankind. If a little boy dies, or the little boy that was surfing last week on the train, he died. The Most High wanted him. The Most High is the one, the water. The Most High is the one that answers and is responsible for all the death of everything that dies. So, you know, when the little baby gets shot, the baby did something to the Most High. The Most High requires his blood, requires him. So that's why live honestly one to another, and let the Most High take that recompense off of us, because all of us are filthy. We're all filthy. Continue.
Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of the Most High.
And basically, if you don't have elders to guide you, this is the whole armor of the Most High. This book, the law, statutes, and commandments of life, that's what they really are. This is how we let Satan get to the back. Like Yahweh said, get behind me, Satan. Come on, let's go.
That ye may be able to withstand in the evil day.
That you may be able to withstand in the evil day. There's a lot of evil days coming, brothers and sisters. We've been out on the street for years. The prophets been out on the streets for years. Jeremiah, Isaiah, Habakkuk, Baruch, all these. When you get it, read it.
Read that book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 16. For all that is in the world.
For all that is in this world. Because there's many worlds inside this world. Try to bring that out in another time. But it's not just one world. And our people and Christianity has destroyed us for thinking that God so loved the world, which means this place. No. The world the Most High said he loved was Israel, the Israelites. But we're gonna explain again from the top.
For all that is in the world.
For all that is in this world, come on, that is counted, come on.
The lust of the flesh.
The lust of the flesh.
And the lust of the eyes.
And the lust of the eyes. That's what makes up everything. Because when it said sin is a transgression of the law. Now, how do you transgress or go against the law? With the what? Read that again. Come on. With the eyes in the mouth.
It says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life.
And the pride of life. This is a destruction, and this is what destroys us. The lust of the eyes is carnal. The lust of the flesh. Anything, remember it said any desires, not just sex. You could lust for money. You could lust for power. You could lust for women or lust for men. This is all the lust of the flesh, and all of it is carnal. Dealing with trying to satisfy and gratify your senses, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your touch. All of these are the senses, and that's what lust satisfies when you go against the Lord's statutes and commandments. Go ahead.
Is not of the Father.
It's not of who?
Is not of the Father.
It's not of the Most High. So said the Most High loved me. He does not love a sinner. He says that. Christianity lied to you again with the fake Christ. Go ahead.
What is of the world?
It's of the world. This wicked world. Matthew 5 and 27 to 28. While you're getting that, Benaniah, give me Galatians right now. Galatians 5 and 16.
I got it ready.
All right, just relax. Yeah, go ahead while he finds
You
it.
said 28, right? Matthew 5, 28?
Matthew 5.
Yeah, 27.
27, 28.
Okay.
Come on, brother.
Read the book of Matthew chapter 5, verse 27. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time.
You heard what the old was telling you. You heard what the elders said. Let me get it real quick so I can follow you. Said you have heard what the elders said. How? In this book. Galatians 5 and 16. Read that again. Let's get it.
It says, ye have heard that it was said by them of old time.
You have heard that it was said by the elders back in the day, back in the day with the prophets, Matthew, Mark, Luke, Nehemiah, all these. You've heard what they said in the past. Come on.
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. Now that's a commandment. Go ahead.
But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust.
Check this out. Go ahead.
But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart.
So if you look at a woman, a lot of our women are beautiful. A lot of women are indeed beautiful. Now, if you look on the woman and then leave it at that, even in your mind, if you said, well, she's a beautiful woman, and you keep it moving, you good. But if you look on the woman or man now, because it's not just about women, it's about if you look on this man, sisters and brothers, if you look on these people without just being a complimentary thing, you have sinned already. Because that means lust, oh man, and you start, doing all of this with your hands. In your mind, you've already committed adultery.